Hello, this is Andrew Parr. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to my padded cell. This is where I spend a lot of my time actually just writing things and planning and working on websites and that kind of stuff. I feel quite calm here. I can't get a phone signal here. There's nothing here at all, and I just shut myself away here and sit and think and create things basically. And today I wanted to create a little video just to tell you about some things I've noticed over the years, some things I've learnt that can help you. And if I say the words, it sounds so simple, yet it's actually so incredibly powerful. I just believe it should be taught in schools, and one day it will do. You see, I've spent 18 years helping people solve their problems, and you know, it's on my website. That's about 11,000 hours or so of clients, and I've read books on this for 20 years, and I've put myself through any and every kind of possible treatment you could imagine to test this out. And I've explored my own mind, my own stuff so thoroughly, and other people's, that really when I look at life now, I see it in a very particular way. I used to be a bit of a nightmare when I first got into this because I was so eager to test this out, but nowadays I'm much more relaxed about it. But I want to tell you what I've learned. And very simply, I can sum it up so simply, is that if you have a problem in your daily life, if there's an experience you're having that's causing you a problem, that could be a very practical thing, it could be an emotional thing, it could be something you're thinking, something you're feeling, something you're doing, then it's no surprise to you the reason for that will really come from within you. Okay, now you may see the problem is outside there. It's the way this person is to me, or the way my boss is, or the way my husband or wife is, or the way my children are, or the way the world is, or the way the economy is, or whatever it is. Okay, but you know, I've been hearing this for years and years. And what I've noticed is when you stop blaming the outside world and you start saying, okay, I'm going to take responsibility for everything, even if I don't think it's my responsibility, let me just take responsibility for everything, and begin to look in the world that way, then first of all, you know, you begin to feel a bit more in control, because then you can say, well, okay, well, if it's me, then there must be something I can do about it. And so what I want to suggest to you is that any issue you have in your life right now, any issue at all, is to just stop blaming anybody for everything, for anything and everything. Okay, just stop blaming anybody or anything, and just say to yourself, okay, what if it's me creating this? What would I need to be thinking, feeling, believing, expecting to happen in order for this to be in my life? Okay, now let me explain that, because my experience and my studies and the years and the hours I've put into this tell me that our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions radiate out into the world like ripples in a pond. And those thoughts, the feelings we radiate out, they seek out people, events, experience, and they pull them back towards us. So your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions on a daily basis will be sending out a signal, radiating out a signal to pull things back to you, to attract it into your life, to initiate a certain response in other people, to send a certain way of being down through your body, to give your body a certain vibration. And as you begin to identify what these thoughts are, what these feelings are, and how they actually do this to you, then you can begin to change it. And when you begin to change it, of course, what comes back to you changes. Okay, it's stupidly, ridiculously simple, but it's not that easy, because if it was, well, we'd just, you know, we'd read one book and then that'd be it. So, you know, I've spent years and years investigating how to change these ideas, how to change people's problems. You know, when I first got into hypnosis, hypnotherapy, I used to take people back in time to their childhood, and I still do this quite a bit, back in time to childhood, to undo memories and experiences and release emotion. And occasionally it's happened that people have gone into past lives to do this. I don't always guide people that way, but sometimes it just happens. Okay, but essentially all that's happening is someone's thoughts and beliefs are changing. And when that person's thoughts and beliefs change, and if your thoughts and your beliefs change on anything, you will have a very different experience from it. You will pull into your life a different experience. And things that were there before will just begin to fall away. They will no longer resonate with you, or they will change in a certain way. So if you have a problem with a relationship or a partner, for example, this doesn't mean you've got to go and get a new one. It may do, but it means that if you change how you are, you will bring out a different side of the personality of the people in your life. This could be anybody. It could be a work colleague, could be a boss. Or if you change who you are, the way you think and feel, then you may suddenly find you just get moved on, get promoted, a better job, or your boss leaves, for example. Okay? If we talk about money, for example, then if you're short of money, if you feel poor, if you're struggling, if there's not enough, then this will be some kind of idea resonance within you. Something will be radiating in you to keep you stuck in that way. Now, if you change the way you think and the way you feel, something about you will change, and you will start to see the world differently. It's as if, someone gives you a different pair of glasses, and suddenly it's like, oh, I can see opportunities, and you start to take them. When you don't do that, what happens is you see the world through a different filter, and you miss opportunities that are there. If you're struggling with emotional problems, it could be anything, fear, anxiety, anger. Again, your mind is looking at the world through a filter, expecting certain things to happen. When you change the filter, when you change the thoughts you have, you just experience things in a very different way. And I've spent a long time helping people learn how to, I spent a long time learning myself how to do that, and a long time helping people do it. I became very good at that, but also it didn't seem right to me that people had to come and see someone like me to have that done. Okay, that's very nice, because I've been very busy for many years and I've had lots of clients, but it doesn't seem right that people have to come and see someone like me. So I've always been looking into ways, well, how can we teach people to do this themselves? There must be a way people can sort this out themselves, and that's what I've spent the past few years of my life really focusing on. And I've looked into a whole range of ways of doing this, and used it on myself, of course. And really, the answer, as many things in life, is ridiculously simple, stupidly simple. And it's really about changing where your focus is, what your thoughts are, what your feelings are, on a daily basis, persistently doing this. And when you do this, life just changes it in the most magical ways. It's like you don't have to struggle anymore. You don't have to push. You don't have to fight for things. You don't need to be fearful. You don't need to worry. You can develop a big sense of trust in yourself and life, and things just begin to happen much more magically. Years ago, I wrote this audio program called Successful Private Practice to help people, and I invented a therapy in that, for an example, and I called it the magic technique, and that was 10 years ago. And I'm thinking the other day, well, actually, what I teach is really the magic technique. I've never really called it that, but it's a technique, an idea, a way of thinking and feeling where really things just magically happen, and life can magically change for you. You still have to do something. You still have to put something into it. You have to give it something to get something back. But it's a very beautiful way of living, and it brings much more love into your life, much more happiness, much more peace, a greater feeling of success, security, safety, well-being. Your health increases, and financially you feel better off. Career-wise, much more satisfying, much more happy. And really, you just feel much more like a free spirit, still within the world, still living, loving, having some fun, but a free spirit within the world, just to be who you really are. And that's what I've gradually been teaching at the Self-Help Academy. I'm setting this up now to pass on these ideas. So what I suggest you do, if you're interested in this, you can look into the newsletter here, I'll be sending out a free newsletter on this, but start paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. Every day decide what it is you're radiating out into the world, because whatever you're radiating out into the world, that's what you're going to get back. Really simply, think about what you're radiating out into the world by what you're thinking and feeling. That's what you'll get back. Just more of that. It's very, very, very simple. Life is very simple. So I hope that's helpful to you. Your thoughts, your feelings give you what you experience. There is no other way. I'll be sending out some more videos soon. So if you're interested and you like it, just leave a comment below, hit the like button, and I'll be in touch again very soon. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.